Stop being hateful. Quit trying to fool people and start being sincere. Don't be jealous or say cruel things about others. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 1, Contemporary English Version. Good afternoon. This is going to be a fun one. It could be a long one, but it's going to be a long, fun one. So, John, no last name, Quantum Eraser. Oh, man. The lying, the hypocrisy, the... I don't know. There's just so much. Ignorance. The Gatekeeper. It's just... Oh man, I don't know how where these guys get off. This is why we're in this problem. We're in this problem because of people like him and Nathan Oakley. But let's not focus too much on Nathan Oakley now. I mean, yeah, you can't smash my super chat because Nathan Oakley copyright struck my channel. But let's and he says, well, that he didn't copyright my channel and that I'm lying. So let's see. He writes down that he's going to copyright strike my channel, and he says, as I'm writing this, I'm copyright striking you. And then later on comments saying I didn't copyright strike you, Ebon. And of course, you'll never see any of my live streams on my main channel or my backup channel. Coincidence? We don't believe in coincidences. Well, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe. And then you guys are going to say, oh my goodness. Okay, let's get to the fun. All right. All the links are going to be in the description box below for this video. The direct links especially. And then you can even see, I want you to see the entire video. If you don't want to see the entire video, you can see my video that's still up on DLive and Periscope about it. And the thing is, that won't get taken down. Eventually, they might be, but at least you'll be able to watch it. I'll put it up another day, probably. Now, the great thing about it is, well, the thing is, when I'm on Nathan's Hangout, he gets to control the volume. He gets to mute people, which he muted me. And when I upload my video and I'm recording it, my voice is still coming through. So you can kind of tell when he starts to mute me and when he starts to lower my volume. But you know whose volume never goes down? John, Quantum Eraser. Okay, let's get to the fun. All right, this is the first snippet. And let's go with what's this one about? Oh yeah, John's gonna tell me to scroll down. If I want to find out the truth, the proof, the evidence, scroll down. Gatekeeping at its finest. Doesn't tell me to go onto his channel. I mean, his channel has no videos. I tell him it's him. Subscribes to a lot of flat earth channels. This person claims to know who started the universe, who created everything. He claims to know. If someone else says, I don't know, he says, that's because you're ignorant. But I know. He says, I know. He says he knows. This fool. We'll get to ignorance in a little bit. All right, we'll get to it. How he sees ignorant, what someone who is ignorant. We'll get to it. It's really funny.
Right. That's fine. But then why do we have these flat Earth discussions? We're pretty much saying we know that Earth is flat. So how do we get to Earth is flat?
Well, there's
when I ask
you scroll
who
down,
is God,
if you scroll down in this video,
you're saying,
right?
I'm sorry, you're going to have to go
Earth,
through these steps.
It's
Can't
the
I
same
just get
steps.
the end? answer like you guys present the
It's the
answer
same
for
steps.
knowing that
You
what the
scroll
shape of the Earth
down
is?
in this video, and it says flat.
You see how he always rumpuses me when I'm talking? He always talks over you. And then when you want to keep talking, someone will interject and say, Ebon, why are you rumpusing?
Earth proofs, and then you go through each of those, and then you try to debunk those. It's the same sort of concept.
I didn't become a flat earther by looking through the 200 proofs of Eric DeBay. I didn't become
That's
a flat
fine.
earther because of the hundreds
didn't
of
say you
videos
did.
that Mark Sargent did.
I didn't say you did.
Exactly.
Maybe
So
I
I got to the point where I am now from a different way.
From
Could I
evidence,
And
right?
I'm pretty sure Paul didn't get
From
to knowing who the
evidence,
creator was by
correct?
looking at your videos.
From evidence, correct?
Guys, I gotta go. Hey,
Right, see
I
you
wanted,
later.
just wanted to
From
say before I
evidence,
go,
correct?
I'm so sorry. But
Oh my God.
yeah, I'm really glad that Riley is back on the panel again. So yeah, welcome back.
Cool, man.
Thanks for interrupting my conversation with that, Arwin. So
You're
you
welcome.
have evidence,
See you later.
correct?
God, you're such a
See you
dick.
later, dude.
You have evidence, Ebon. Am I going to have to ask this 10 more times? You have evidence for flat Earth, correct? That's why you know the Earth is flat.
I actually just don't think that the globe Earth model is correct. I'm assuming that the Earth is flat.
So you
I also
don't
have
know.
an
You're not
assumption
for
that
sure.
the Earth isn't infinite, and I have an assumption that the Earth may have a dome, but I don't know.
We're not talking. Yeah, this is agnostic. This is I don't know. It's an argument from ignorance fallacy. So
An argument from ignorance fallacy. He'll resort to that. If you disagree with John Quantum Eraser, or how do you speak like that? I try to speak like him. It's hard. All right. Lacking knowledge or awareness. This is ignorant. It's Google. Just whatever comes up in dictionary. Lacking knowledge or awareness in general, uneducated or unsophisticated, or lacking knowledge, information, or awareness about a particular thing. Now, there's a difference, John Quantum Eraser, between having knowledge and not knowing whether something is true or not. You have all the knowledge about it, but you would still never know. And on your side, you pretty much say you know, and therefore everyone else who doesn't know or say they don't know, which is basically telling the truth, you're calling them ignorant. That's it. Argument of ignorance fallacy. Look, you are the ignorant one. I'm sorry to say. Actually, I'm not. But think about it this way. Okay? So, if I ask John, and this is what's great, that right now, John would never probably come on and have a conversation with me. He would pretty much just rant on and on anyway, try to talk over me. He would never answer any of my questions. He'll red herring it. That's another thing he says. That's just a red herring. That's a straw man, whatever. But it's great. I can have my own conversation. I can say whatever I want on my show. And he'll never come on my show, even though, hey, welcome in. Come on, John Quantum Eraser, defend yourself. He won't. Or how about you just show everybody the evidence, the proof, and let's scrutinize it. Just like we scrutinize, or you guys claim to scrutinize globe earthers who come on the Flat Earth Debate Show. Now, here's the thing, John Quantum Eraser. What did I eat this morning? Oh, you don't know? Wow, you are ignorant. You lack knowledge. You are an ignorant fellow. See, you can't say that because that's just the dumbest thing in the entire world to claim, because someone doesn't know something that only you would know because it's from your own experience, that they're ignorant about it. Or how about this? Okay. So for me, I can't prove flat Earth, much like the entire history, the entire establishment, the entire power mongers of today for 2 or so plus 1,000 years, they haven't been able to prove globe Earth. Otherwise, I would say, yeah, it's pretty apparent it's a globe Earth. But no, they haven't. And even with all the technology, even after being on the moon 5 out of 5 times over, 50, 60 years ago? No, they haven't. That's why I assume that it's still more of a flat Earth than it is a globe Earth. Hey, it could still be a globe Earth. I don't know. I'm mostly assuming it is a flat Earth because the people who are in charge, people who keep pushing narratives and propaganda, they've been known to lie. And so I'm not gonna acknowledge their lie and say, yeah, this is what it is. Even though they're lying, it's what it is. No, that doesn't make sense. So there's John for you. But yeah, he tells you to scroll down. Now, before I get to, I might want to keep going on this one. I don't know what happens next. Let's just play it out a little. Actually, you know how he says to scroll down, right? We'll get to that in a bit.
You better get with
He's
knowledge.
not
I'm not
ignorant. He
coming
knows
from
how
the
the
point of view
whole
that
universe
your
started.
knowledge.
He's not ignorant. We're ignorant. We're arguing from ignorant. But he's
That's
not.
exactly
He's all
what you're
wise.
doing.
He knows that Jesus, he was a son of the guy who created everything,
Oh
from
God!
giraffes
Here
to
we go
monkeys
again
to
with this
Hindus
guy.
to Jews.
So Ebon,
He created them.
are you following what I'm saying to you here?
I
And he knows
understand.
it all.
You following
I don't
the
thi-
logical progression of things?
Yeah, but I don't think you're understanding the logical presentation that I present.
Yeah, it's not logical because your position is an argument from ignorance fallacy.
Another argument for ignorance fallacy. This guy, this character. All right, let's keep going. Do we even know what this fella looks like? He's probably just another agent, huh?
Why did you ask that question?
Because there are also testimonies around that same era that differ from the New Testament. And somebody,
Really? How does it differ? Give us some examples.
have you read it?
Oh no! Don't ask me a question. You made a claim that it were different from the New Testament and the Book of Enoch.
Why don't you look down, scroll down, click on the browser called Google, and search.
Oh
for
really? So
Hammadi
you can't
text.
support your
And
claim?
before we
I
get
did a
to
You
video.
the
can't
answer,
support
I
your
want you to
claim.
go ahead and read
I
it
can
first.
very easily conduct the
You
creator
need to
versus
go and
atheism
investigate it
presentation in here.
I mean,
It
you
was
can't-
just
you
for
can't just keep
ease.
asking
Hold
ignorant
on.
Just
questions.
Hold
over
on,
talk.
guys.
Clown.
Right. At a point that somebody can't support that
He calls me a clown. So basically, I ask him, just give me the abstract. Give me just the overall explanation. Who's the creator? And he goes, no, you're gonna have to scroll down. Four links down. Click on that. Read it. I'm not gonna go over it. And all I want is just answer. Just quick answer. What's the creator? And so he wants to know more about the Nag Hammadi, or at least me to explain the Nag Hammadi to him. I was like, here, I can't explain it to him either. So I tell him to go ahead and Google it. 4 links down, go ahead and click on it and read through it. And except I don't call him a clown. At least I don't think so.
claim, Ebon. You just have to accept that is the case. I don't know if it's pride, but immediately when it reaches a point where somebody
Just accept? Are you serious? Did you just say just accept? Oh my gosh. Really? Nathan Oakley says, you just have to accept.
can't support their claim and it's pointed out, rumpusing ensues. We're all grown up.
Yep. Yeah, support your claim.
Yeah, so go ahead and read the Nag Hammadi text.
Here you go again.
Click
Go
on the
read
browser.
the well,
Exactly
it's
what
Nag
John
Hammadi.
does to us
Not
all
my
the time.
job to support your claims. Okay?
Yeah, all you have to do. Look,
This is
it's pretty logical. I don't want any of
Oh,
your
it's
ignorance
logical.
to shine
Post the
through.
syllogism.
Just go ahead and look for yourself. It's right there.
Post the syllogism.
It'll tell you the answers.
You said it's logical. Post
it's
the
4
syllogism.
links down.
So can I
Yeah,
ask
4
a
links
question?
down.
Yeah,
Let
post
me
the
ask a question
syllogism.
on-
Hey, the
I
reason
love
I
it.
said
I
that
love
to
it.
go
Ebon,
down to
Ebon,
hold
you
on
are
a second.
absolutely
The reason I said that,
fantastic.
the reason I
Oh, Slick is great. I like Slick. All right. 2-minute 51 second mark. Let's see. And this one, he's here's John, Quantum Eraser, claiming what my position is, and he has absolutely no idea what my position is. I don't get it. Why can't he just go through the presentation as is? Why does he have to assert me into this? Which is funny, which I'm going to skip to a further part, but let's just start here.
Nature, natural phenomena causation cannot create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. That's DNA transcription and translation. Your position, Ebon, is the alternative hypothesis. Nature or natural phenomena causation can create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. So essentially, you must show ink, paper, and glue molecules authoring technical instruction manuals and blueprints.
Oh my goodness. You see that? You don't see me interrupting at all. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to have to play back my copy of it. You can see that I'm talking.
If the analogy seems strange to you, here it is. Ink, paper, and glue
I'm
molecules are ribose,
You can see my little
nucleobases,
green
and
mark go
activated
up and down,
phosphates.
up and down.
The technical instruction manual blueprints is deep.
This is where I'm muted by Nathan Oakley, probably afterwards. So let's go ahead and bring back the actual video here.
Witness, Stephen Hawking.
Then whatever created
Ignorant.
So,
So the-
nature or natural law cannot create or destroy.
Even
agnostic is not
Nature or
position.
natural phenomena causation
That's not my
can
position.
create algorithm. Nature or causation, laws of thermodynamics are in the first three. Nature or
position.
natural phenomena. My position, the null hypothesis. Nature, natural phenomena
All right. Watch closely.
causation cannot create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. That's DNA transcription and translation. Your position, Ebon,
That's
is
not
the
my
alternative.
position. That's not
Nature
my
or
position.
natural phenomena causation
That's not my
can
position.
create algorithmic
I'll say it
cybernetic.
5 more
coding
times. That's
schemes.
not my position.
So
That's not my
essentially, you
position.
must show
That's not my
He's
position.
a
That's
robot.
not my position.
He
That's
goes
not
robotic.
my position.
blueprints.
So when you assume that it's my position, I'm
analogy
telling you it's not my position.
Strange to you? Here it is.
So I'll say it 10
he's a
more
robot
times.
right now. He can't
It's
hear
not
you.
my position. It's not 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 my position. It's not
That
my
is not
position.
his
It's not my
position.
position. It's not my 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 position. It's not my
He
position.
can't hear
It's
you.
not my position. It's 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 not my
This
position.
is
It's not
awesome.
my position. It's not 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 my position.
We
You
have a-
understand that?
Shit out of you for the entire presentation.
You're kidding me.
No.
All I want to
just want-
say is it's not my position.
Yeah, so basically, had I have not shut you up with the mute button, you would have destroyed that entire presentation by saying that one sentence.
Yeah,
about
because I don't
5
want the entire presentation
Yeah,
going with
okay.
it being my position when it's not my position.
What a prick. Thank you so much, Ebon.
Thanks for calling me a prick, asshole. All right, so why don't we play that back? Isn't that pretty peculiar that when he plays his show, it's edited when he uploads it. Yet when I record the actual show on my computer, it's not.
Nature, natural phenomena causation cannot create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. That's DNA transcription and translation. Your position, Ebon, is the alternative hypothesis. Nature or natural phenomena causation can create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. So essentially, you must show ink, paper, and glue molecules authoring technical instruction.
You see that? See how I'm muted? It's like he's explaining it to me and I'm accepting that that's my position when it's not my position. When Nathan Oakley plays his show or uploads his show, it's edited out with people he doesn't want speaking. Although everyone within the hangout can still listen to whoever's talking, right? As we just witnessed. So Nathan Oakley likes to edit his uploaded videos. Plus, he can just pretty much mute someone when it's live. But yeah, this is some skullduggery right here. and this look, this matters here because look, this is where I pretty much stumped Nathan Oakley here. He's gonna quiet up.
To actually have a conversation. Do you think this presentation was made on the fly today for you?
No, that's my answer. Okay.
Right.
Now,
So when he's making this presentation, do you think he's misrepresenting you and your position when he makes this presentation that was not made with you in mind?
Yes, because he said, this is your position, Ebon. And I told him, no, it's not. And he continued to say it's my position.
I think the problem is that
Oh, that shut up Nathan Oakley really fast, didn't it? Okay, let's play this back again. Oh my goodness, I love it so much.
Nature, natural phenomena causation cannot create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. That's DNA transcription and translation. Your position, Ebon, is the alternative hypothesis.
Oh my goodness. My position.
Nature or natural phenomena causation
That's not my
can
position.
translation. My position, the null hypothesis. Nature, natural phenomena causation cannot create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. That's DNA transcription and translation. Your position, Ebon,
That's
is
not
the
my
alternative.
position. That's not
Nature
my
or
position.
natural phenomena causation
That's not my
can.
position. Oh goodness. You know, this is actually because the actual conversation was edited, post-edited. The edited upload that Nathan has is his. The local copy of mine, which isn't edited, is mine. If he wanted his own show, his own hangout, uploaded without editing, it would be his property. But because he edited it, what's edited and uploaded is his. What's not edited is mine. All right. Let's see. This is at the 2-hour 56-minute 22-second mark. Oh, this is good. This is gonna be good. All right. Let's see. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. John can't define agnostic.
Act of supernatural creation, there is no third position. Now, I used him as a hostile witness. He's an atheist, but
I'm not an
the
atheist.
point of concept, there
I already
is no
told you
third
I'm not an
position.
atheist. I'm an agnostic. Do you understand the difference between an
That's not a
agnostic and an
position.
atheist?
That's a lack of knowledge. That's an argument from ignorance fallacy position.
Argument for ignorant fallacy position. Again, I think that's their time, at least within this playback. I bet you he says it a lot more times than that if you watch the entire thing. If you can handle watching the entire thing.
There is enough
Tell me,
information.
what is an agnostic?
They don't have enough information to make the call.
No. That's not
Yeah.
what an agnostic is. Here, why don't you
Yeah,
Google
that's what
it?
an agnostic.
Tell me the definition
agnostic
within
is.
Google.
Knowledge means
Result.
Gnostic means
hold
knowledge.
on, John.
A means
Hold on,
without
John. Hold
knowledge.
on.
Oh man. He's either a liar or he's ignorant. This is classic.
Hold on. He's saying your definition of Gnostic doesn't meet his. So we don't
Agnostic.
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Sorry, agnostic.
Yeah, no, gnosis means knowledge. Agnosis means without knowledge. There's
All right, let's break it down. You just Google it, idiot. All right, atheist, a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God or gods. Agnostic, a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or of anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God. Quite the difference there, right? Agnostic atheist, there is a term for that, but I am not an agnostic atheist. I am an agnostic. It's just like there's a term for atheist. Now, here's a good one. How about you even look at Urban Dictionary? That's just the second one, right? In this case, agnostic is an adjective. Atheist has to do with belief, and agnostic has to do with knowledge. It's not having knowledge. It's not even about not having gnosis. Two completely different animals, but can be blah, blah, blah. Gnostic in relating to knowledge, especially esoteric mystical knowledge, and inherent to Gnosticism. But he talks about gnosis. Gnosis is knowledge of spiritual mysteries. So, I guess, if you say not having knowledge of spiritual mysteries is agnosis, I guess that would be true, but it's not what agnostic means. This clown. I like using his own terms. This clown.
There's not enough information to make the call. This is common knowledge.
Oh, that's common knowledge.
It's not common knowledge. Why don't you Google it?
I don't have to Google it. I know what it is.
No.
This guy is claiming to know what it is. He won't even look it up. It's right there at his fingertips. He could look it up. He doesn't. He knows what it is.
Because what you know is wrong. So if you can't even figure that out, how do we know that this is right? Obviously, this ain't right because you don't even know.
That's a good argument.
What one simple word means.
It is a good argument. He was right about that. Like if he knows what agnostic means and he really doesn't know what agnostic means, how is any of this that he presents true? He doesn't even know what one word is when he says he knows. And he's saying he knows all of this. He knows creation was created by a creator, and there is no such thing as a creator of a creator.
Right, let me
Just
read
break
the
the word
definition.
down.
Let me just.
All right, let's keep moving on. I cringe at hearing his voice. 3 hour mark. Oh, okay, he's calling me a clown. And then Nathan Oakley is gonna state what agnostic is as defined by T.H. Huxley. I don't know where he got that, but it's still good.
I'm asking John a question which he won't answer.
I did answer
And
you.
an agnostic is not what he says an agnostic is.
Yes, it is.
He
He
didn't
just
even know
told
that.
you it's inside the
Thomas is
word.
agnostic.
Calm
He's
down.
pretty much
I'm
saying
gonna
that
read
inside
any chance I
The
can read.
word,
Right,
clown.
I'm going to read it anyway because we're still recording, so I want to get it in.
Clown. I don't know how many times he calls people a clown. Is that all he has for adjectives, for insults?
So,
And is that all he can say? All he has to do is just know the correct answer. He doesn't have to start resorting to ad hominems. He doesn't have to claim he knows. I bet he's one of those people who will never say, I don't know. He will never say it. I want him on my show. I want to have a conversation with him. I'll bet you he will never say at all, ever once, I don't know. Because if he does, I'm going to claim that he's ignorant.
Agnostic, 1870. One who professes that the existence of a first cause and the essential nature of things are not and cannot be known. Klein,
Are not and cannot be known. There's a difference between cannot be known as of not knowing. If Nathan Oakley or John Quantum Eraser claim that they know, provide evidence, provide proof, and let's scrutinize that. They are claiming, I assume, that the first creator is known. And it's all within this document that is not shared to the public at all. Only through the Gatekeeper of Nathan Oakley's channel through Gmail.
by T.H. Huxley, supposed in September 1869.
It's even called Evidences for a Creator.
From Greek, agnostos, unknown, comma, unknowable. From a, meaning not, and gnosis, meaning to be known. So not to be known.
Yeah, not to be known. Even here, word story, the word agnostic was coined by the English biologist T.H. Huxley in the late 1860s as a member of the now defunct Metaphysical Society. Let's see. Well, let's see what it says here. The person holds that the existence of the ultimate cause as God and the essential nature of things are unknown and unknowable, and that human knowledge is limited to experience. That makes sense. A person who denies or doubts, like doubting Thomas, which he apparently doesn't know about. John Quantum Eraser doesn't know about doubting Thomas. He didn't know that he was a disciple or an apostle of Jesus Christ. Talk about ignorant. A person who denies or doubts the possibility of ultimate knowledge in some area of study. yeah, I pretty much doubt that John Quantum Eraser knows everything about the creation of this world and of the creator. I'm stating that as a fact. No. John Quantum Eraser, prove me wrong. Tell me everything you know, because apparently you know everything. And if you do know everything and you're not telling me or anybody else in this world, well, you know what? You are a gatekeeper. All right. So now we've got all three. John Quantum Eraser is a liar, he's ignorant, and he's a gatekeeper. Done. But let's not end the fun yet. I think there's still a few more. Let's see, 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 20 seconds. Oh, here we go again.
With the alternative
Yes.
hypothesis?
You could just explain it. You don't have to assume anything about me in my position.
You already said I'm not assuming anything. You told me.
You
What's
said
there
this is
to
my
assume?
position. Alternative hypothesis: natural phenomenal causation can create algorithmic cybernetic coding and decoding schemes. I do not think that is my position. I do not believe that is my position. I do not assume that is my position. That is not my position. So
It is
I'm
by
telling you
logical
now
consistency
again
your
for the
position.
100th time that is not my
It
position.
is
So
your
continue
position.
again.
It is your position! Even if you say it's not your position, it is your position! That is John Quantum Eraser's argument. In order for me to win this argument, to prove that the creator is the creator and that's it, no matter of fact about it, you're a clown, you're ignorant otherwise, ignorant fallacies, whatever, all that other jazz. Basically, he's going to say, this is your position and you're wrong, therefore I'm right, and therefore creator exists. Which one is this one? 3 hours, 40 minutes, 11 seconds. This is not a theory. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. I love this one. Basically, and I have to go. Do I have to go with this one? Yes. Basically, this one, if you look closely, within his evidences for a creator, and this I've already mentioned this in previous videos. Oh, you can't see it very well. Let's just move it this way. So you'll see right here within his evidences for a creator, he gets something from somewhere, probably an abstract by H.P. Yaki, a calculation of probability of spontaneous biogenesis by information theory. Journal of Theoretical Biology. So what happens on the Nathan Oakley show, and if you watch the entire video of this, you're gonna see me start with the premises. John, what's your thought on theoretical physics? What do you think about theoretical physics? He doesn't give a straight answer. He says red herring. So the reason why is I'm leading up to, well, whenever some globe earther comes on and provides the evidence for globe earth and uses theoretical physics, they go, let's see the scientific experiment of that theoretical physics theory. Okay, that's what they ask. I've been watching for a long time now. You can go ahead and watch too. They're gonna say that any globe earther that's saying that, hey, this theory, you're gonna say, what theory? Show us that theory. And if it's a theory of anything, right, they're gonna ask to see the scientific experiment. So basically what I'm trying to do here is do this exact same thing, scrutinize them in the same way they scrutinize the globe earthers who come on their show for debate, and ask them, what's the theoretical proposition that you have here? This theory, it's in the Journal of Theoretical Biology. Show me the scientific experiment. Show me the scientific evidence. And I'll bet me. Do you think they answer that? Do you think they show me the scientific experiment? I'm pretty sure if you said no, you're guessing correctly. So here it is. Theory, Journal of Theoretical Biology.
Yeah, it's okay.
That is-
yeah, that's okay. It's a journal
So
of theoretical biology.
is fine, but theoretical physics is not.
This is not theoretical. It can
It
be in
says
the journal.
theoretical
It
right
doesn't have
there.
to be.
Do you understand
it
what
can
the
be in the
definition
journal of
theoretical
theoretical biology,
is?
but this isn't theoretical.
So this guy says it's not theoretical. It can be in the Journal of Theoretical Biology, but it's not theoretical. He's gonna say this is not a theory.
It's in
I
a
heard
journal
about
of theoretical
SETI.
biology.
Informational macromolecules
Can
can
you show me?
conjunct.
Can you
We
show me
already
the
know this.
scientific experiment
What
of
is this?
that
This
of
isn't
that
theoretical.
article? Show me the scientific experiment.
Scientific
I just heard
experiment
something about
where
SETI,
DNA
the
causes
Center for
proteins to come
Intelligence.
into existence. Do you need?
Can
You
you
actually
show me
need
this?
that?
Can you show me the scientific experiment? I'm holding you in the same regard as
Supposed
a
to go
Glober.
ask the SETI.
Yeah. What's the problem? This isn't theoretical.
Yeah. This is theoretical. Okay, so it's not.
This
it's
isn't
pseudoscience.
theoretical. This isn't theoretical. We already know that DNA
So
transcription and
instead of being in a
translation
journal of biology,
leads
it's in a
to. If
journal
you'd
of
shut
theoretical
up,
biology.
if you'd
You
shut up,
All I can say is for me to shut up.
I'm telling you something,
you already know.
and I'm asking you something,
already know
and I
that
want you to
DNA
He
shut.
already knows. He already knows. He already knows. If he already knows, it shouldn't be much of a hassle to show us, right? He already knows.
Tell me something. Show me
DNA
the
code
scientific
and
experiment
transcription and
for
translation.
this.
Ibon, what are you doing?
Would you shut
Ibon,
up?
Ibon, what are
I'm
you doing?
telling you.
Are you
I'm
asking a
holding
question and
John
then
to
telling
the
him
same
the
regard as
answer?
any Glober who
Ibon.
cites something scientific theory. I want to see
This
the
isn't a
scientific
theory.
experiment. You say
This
it's not
isn't
a
a
theory, but it's
theory.
a journal of
Every time he
theoretical
starts
biology.
answering you, Ibon, you start talking again. What's your malfunction?
I'm asking a question. You won't.
Yeah,
let me
I've heard
finish.
the question. Every time he starts answering it, you start repeating it. Then you go on about how you're telling and asking
not
at the same
answering
time.
it.
Now you're talking
He says
over
it's
me.
not a theory.
Now you're talking over me, Ibon. What is your malfunction?
You guys aren't answering the question.
He hasn't given. Literally, the moment he starts talking, you repeat the question again.
Well, let him answer the question then.
I did answer the question like 6 times.
And what was the answer?
I
couldn't-
told you that this isn't
Yeah,
theoretical.
hold on, John. You couldn't hear the answer because you carried on talking.
He says it's not a theory, but it's in a journal of theoretical biology. So
Yeah,
I
that
ask
doesn't
him
mean
to provide
anything.
the
This
scientific
doesn't mean
experiment so I can see it that it's not
What is it?
pseudoscience.
They could post information could be posted in any number of journals. This is absolute fact right here.
You guys asked this.
Absolute fact. But won't provide the scientific experiment for this fact, this known thing.
Same thing from any Glober who cites a scientific
Yeah,
theory,
that's no problem.
but you guys won't hold up to that same standard.
Why? We already said that DNA produces proteins, functional
me
proteins.
This article, this
This article, what?
calculation of probability of spontaneous biogenesis. Let's see the scientific experiment.
I already told. This is already known. What do you mean the scientific experiment? We want you to show.
already
You want me to
known
show
that.
you how? Geez,
It's
oh
already
man.
known that the Earth
Listen to this
spins. I don't
fucking
need to
idiot.
show you an
Yeah.
experiment.
He says I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Is that your answer?
I think what the real problem is that this citation has come from a book called The Journal of Theoretical Biology, and I think that's
And
where Ebon's having that
And I
problem.
had to
Yeah,
go
that's
ask
pretty tough.
SETI.
Just with one
Search
word.
for extraterrestrial. I had to go talk to SETI. You understand?
All right, so I mean that's just enough proof of who this John Quantum Eraser is. You can't see his face. You don't know his last name. He's gatekeeping his evidence for creator in something that's not shared at all to the public, except with the Nathan Oakley's channel, in which you don't get to ask questions where he's going to answer it. You're going to want to scrutinize it. You're going to ask him for the scientific evidence, the scientific experiment for something that says it's in a journal of scientific, a journal of theoretical biology. He won't do it. And here's the thing. Here it is. Oh, let's move it back. Let's see if it's an abstract. So basically, let's move that over. And let's move that over. Let's expand that. So let's see. So this is the Journal of Theoretical Biology, volume 67, issue 3, 7th of August, 1977, pages 378 through 398. But we don't get the whole thing. We only get the abstract. Hubert P. Yockey calculations. A calculation of the probability of spontaneous biogenesis by information theory. Even the title has theory in it. So it should have a scientific experiment, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see where he gets it. Macro. No, it doesn't even have macromolecules. How about physico? Nope, it doesn't even have that in the page. Like this abstract really doesn't give us more information. So apparently he didn't get what he has there from the abstract here. He has to have that journal. He should show that journal, the experiment. I mean, let's see, 21 pages should have information of that scientific experiment, should it not? Yeah. All right. This guy. I doubt. Look, I'm pretty much blocked from entering Nathan Oakley's hangout. I doubt Nathan Oakley or John Quantum Racer will come on my show to talk. They're not going to answer anything, even if I do have a conversation with them. They're liars, hypocrites, ignorant, and gatekeepers. Pretty much says it all. I mean, if I'm wrong in anything, leave a comment. Explain it where I'm wrong. All right, that's it. I'll see everyone later.